Are you thinking about retiring and maybe you have your eye on the city of Sonoma? Well, I thought I'd sit here by the pool today and share 10 things I woke up thinking about that I thought retirees would probably want to know if they were moving to Sonoma. So I'm going to share them with you coming up right now. Hey, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I put out a new video every single Friday and you want to get that video, especially if you're moving here to the city of Sonoma. I've put out, I've made maybe 15 videos now on the city of Sonoma going through all the neighborhoods. So push that subscribe button and you'll get the videos that come out every single Friday. Okay, I just had to tell you, I do a great tip for home buyers and home sellers at the end of every single video, so make sure you hang in there and I'll see you at tip time. I thought I'd sit by the pool this morning and share with you some of these things. So one thing that people ask me all the time is about retirement communities or 55 and up. So there is one, actually there's three, but they're all grouped together, Temelec, Chanterelle, and Creekside. And they're out about 7 or 8 minutes outside of the city limits. Well worth looking into. And down below this video, I have a link to my video on those communities with details about homes and real estate prices in the community. And I kind of walk around in there and you can get a good feel for it. So there is one great 55 and up community here in Sonoma, so look into it. It's a really nice place. All right, I always get the golfing question, or if you've been perusing the interwebs, you've seen there's one beautiful country club here, Sonoma Valley Golf Club, and it's beautiful, it's lovely. I have some video on it. You'll see it as I'm talking here. Great and lovely place. And look, you know, if you venture out with friends to golf, you only have to go maybe 20 minutes, half hour to the other 5 or 6 golf courses in the county. So you got one right here, right outside your door, but the closest next one I think is in Petaluma. There's 2 there, and then Rohnert Park, and then of course Santa Rosa. And you know, Marin County and San Francisco aren't that far away either if you like going out on adventures to do your golfing. So the golfing's pretty cool here, both locally and not too far away in other cities. So I grew up in Petaluma, California, 20 minutes over the hills here. And my parents retired in 1989. Took them about a year to decide where to go and find a house and all that. And one day they announced they were moving to Sonoma, California. Well, I'd been living in Los Angeles for 20 years and really had no idea about the rest of the whole county because I grew up in Petaluma and then I left for college and then never came back. So I was like, what's in Sonoma? Isn't that a little agricultural, little like do nothing town? And my mom's like, oh no, you've got that wrong. So I just couldn't figure that out. But 20 years later, I moved back here and I actually stay with my parents for a little while I was getting jobs lined up. And lo and behold, it was in the middle of winter. They took off to Hawaii and I was alone here when it was raining like 30 days in a row. But it didn't matter. I went out on my walks every day. I met new people, saw my friends, and actually just woke up one day going, this is the cutest darn community. There's so much going on, even in the dead of winter. It was just amazing. And I've loved it ever since. They have a great walking path, great hiking. It's just a super lovely, super active community all the way around, whether you're living in the 55 and up communities or out like nearer to like right near downtown or something. You're just going to find it's not going to be boring. There's going to be tons to do. And as I say in a lot of my Sonoma videos, it's just peaceful and lovely country living. So anyway, I'm glad they moved here. And I actually moved here in January of 2022. So I'm loving every minute of it. It's a lot of fun. Now, one thing I'd really love to talk about is Sonoma Valley has a great organization called Sonoma Valley Newcomers. It's been around about 25 years. I learned about it through the Tourism Bureau. And I signed up. It was a whole $45 for the year. And I started going to events and meetings. And it's a blast. I mean, everybody there's about 400 women that belong. But they have lots of couples activities. I wouldn't say it's really great for single men. Well, maybe it is since there's 400 single women. Well, it's not all single women. It's working women and married women. It's all kind of women. Anyway, it's a whole lot of fun. They have special groups for hanging out together, from dining to diners and dining to picnics to biking, hiking, wine tasting, of course, card playing, all kinds of bridge and stuff like that, the knitting, the book clubs. And anytime you want to start a new club or a new group of 5-10 people with the same interests, you do it. That's the whole point. So I've really loved the Newcomers Club. And I tell everybody about it now because when you move to a new city, you don't always know new people. And what a great way to show up on a Tuesday night at the farmer's market where 30 or 40 people bring a little potluck nosh and get to know each other and just have a lot of fun. And then the next week, maybe there's 5 or 7 or 8 of them going out to dinner one night or going on the weekly walks, which are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 in the morning. You can go out just for a walk with perfect strangers that just want to meet you. So it's really great. I've really loved it, and I just wanted to tell you about it because it really makes it charming to live here in Sonoma when you know you can actually get out and meet people that want to meet people. It's really super. So look up the Newcomers Club. It's in a link below. Now, item number 5 is I see the cats and dogs walking around Sonoma, and there's a big organization called Pets Lifeline. They rescue lots of dogs, and I would say 90% of the dogs that are in especially the 55 and up retirement community, which is Temelec, Creekside, and Chanterelle, are all Pets Lifeline rescues. Not always. I see the designer dogs too. Pets Lifeline is great. So if you're really looking forward to having a dog and you want to rescue one, right? It's right here, 10 minutes away. Pets Lifeline here in Sonoma. It's awesome. So item number 6 is shopping, and so it's a small town. There aren't any big box stores. So if you love your Target or you love your Macy's or you got to bust out to Nordstrom's or I don't know, you like shopping, well, you know how it is now. A lot of that's kind of gone by the wayside in a little bit because of Amazon and the internet, but the boutique shopping here around the plaza, and then McCullough's is kind of the go-to store in town for women's, men's, and children's clothes. As far as repair stores, like home repair stores, there's Freeman Brothers, and there's a True Value here. If you want to go to the big box stores, you got to hit Walmart once in a while, or the Costco, of which they're abundant in this county. That's about a half an hour away. And there's 2 big beautiful shopping malls a good half hour away up in the city of Santa Rosa with the Macy's and the J.C. Penney's and all that in full swing and still going. And let's not forget Montgomery Village, which is lovely to shop in. That's where you'll find Talbot's, and there's a Chico's there. There's a Chico's here in Sonoma too. But great dining and a lovely outside shopping mall, Montgomery Village. But do your shopping locally first. The plaza has a Chico's, like I said, several boutiques, and then McCullough's. And any other stores you need too. I mean, there's of course pharmacies, and there's a Whole Foods. There's the local Sonoma Market, which is really a better version of Whole Foods because it's local. That's where I do all my shopping. I love it. Getting around, conveniences, just getting out and getting something done. If you need to go to, get UPS, there's UPS here. There's Post Office, of course, and of course Staples and stuff like that. So I guess that's a big box store in a way, right? I think that's the only one. I just remembered that. So anyway, you can get around here just fine. And if you want to bust out to the bigger cities and go to your Targets and your Costco's, they're not too far away. And by the way, it's a beautiful drive getting there. So I don't think you really mind the country roads on your way to Target. It'll be nice, right? The hospital is really nice, Sonoma Valley Hospital, and many of the doctors that practice here also practice in San Francisco and Marin counties, so you have really nice, upscale, top-notch medical care here in Sonoma. I do have to say, after being around my parents as they've gotten older, that getting to specialists and things like that is probably going to be Napa, Marin County, or San Francisco. But let's just say UCSF and Stanford aren't that far away, but they're not at your fingertips either. So if you need specialists, you really might want to get on the phone and kind of think about that, because there's specialists here, but not everything. So look into it, call your doctor, ask before you maybe transition all that into Sonoma. There's a great community center. They have just about every activity going on that you'd ever want, from painting to theater arts. The Sonoma Arts is great. They put on great plays. So if you like to go see a play once in a while, they do musicals. It's amazing. They do a good job. All around Sonoma are outdoor amphitheaters, Hop Monk and Real and Brand. They have live music. Lots of the wineries too have live music and venues, maybe 5 or 7 months out of the year. Not so much in the winter, but anyway, there's plenty of entertainment. And if you just have to bust out to Broadway and do that kind of thing, San Francisco's only 50 minutes, so I go do Broadway in San Francisco a lot. And then Symphony and other amazing shows are 30 minutes up the road at the Green Center in the city of Rohnert Park. So you're close to just about every kind of entertainment you could imagine. Oh yeah, so this is a really special place. So in Sonoma is the Vintage House, and it's a great senior community center that offers, I don't know, so much stuff, it's hard to even tell you. It's amazing. I volunteer there and help people with their phones and their iPads and kind of getting around their technology. And they have grieving groups. They have lots of mahjong. They have lots of bridge. They have lots of bunco. They have lectures. They have ride. They will pick you up at your house. You don't have to, if you're not driving, you don't have to worry about it. They'll pick you up and get you there. It's a great place. It's open all the time, and there's just lots of great activities. Look up the Vintage House. If you scroll down below this video, there's an area called Show More, and I put a link down there. So look into the Vintage House. Great place, especially if you're a senior. And you know what? I think it's on Wednesdays. Wait a minute. So on Wednesdays they have dinner for $10, and on Fridays you can go have soup and bread for free there and just socialize with people. It's another way to get to know people in Sonoma. So the Vintage House is just amazing. I love that place, so look into it. If you like bicycling, getting out on your bike, there's a great bike path that probably take you an hour to bike from one end to the other, maybe a half hour. It's an hour to walk. It goes right through Sonoma. And I even take it and continue on out into the country and around the vineyards when I'm walking or biking or whatever. So look into the Sonoma bike path. There's hiking here. You can hike up to the Outlook Trail. That's awesome. If you go up to the Outlook Trail, which is behind the historic cemetery, you walk kind of through the cemetery and then up. There's actually 3 entrances to the Outlook Trail when you get up to the top on a clear day and even kind of a misty day, which are the best days to hike. You can see all of San Francisco and the top part of the San Francisco Bay. So it's a great reward and a great view when you get to the top. They're building a brand new pool at the high school. There's Sonoma High School, and then there's, I think, around 11 elementary schools. But at the high school, Sonoma Dragons, they're building a whole new swimming pool, and it's going to be open in October of 2022. So look up that. I'll try to put a link below this video. I'm excited about it. I'm a lap swimmer and I've kind of missed it here. Although there's also the Aquatic, and I forget, it has a new name. It's the Aquatic Club in Sonoma on the north end. A new company just bought it out, and I believe it's open. It's like a gym, plus the pool that's there that's filled with natural spring water. So look that up too. But there's a new big lap swimming pool opening up here at the high school in a few months, October-ish, November, let's just say. I think that's really exciting. So you see, there's a ton to do here, and don't forget, if you retire at retirement communities, there's always the pool. This place is busy in the morning, and there's pickleball. I can't really show you behind the camera, are the tennis courts. Pickleball is huge here. Big deal. So there's a lot to do here. And lastly, I wanted to end with telling you about the Sonoma Valley Mentoring Alliance. And if you've ever thought about mentoring a child, it's really special. It's really great. I am a mentor to a 4th grader, and it's really fun, and your commitment is 1 hour a week. That's it. There's a lot to do, though. You can do more than that, of course, but it's worth looking into. So if you feel like sharing your life with a child, it's just really super and fun and extra satisfying. So look into the Sonoma County Mentoring Alliance. Right below there's a link. Homeowners associations. Do you know what that is? There's some communities where all the landscaping, the pools, the tennis courts, and the common areas within it are paid by a monthly fee that you pay called the Homeowners Association fee. And there's a lot to know about that. So make sure, if you're buying a condominium or a townhome or even a single family home in cities like Rohnert Park, really throughout Sonoma County, but Rohnert Park's a big one, you may buy a single family home and there may be an association fee. it can be pretty cool to be a part of an association because the value of the homes is kept up because the association doesn't allow people to paint their houses purple and do weird things in front of the house or park 15 work trucks in front of the house. So there's things about homeowners associations that keep the value of the home up. And that's really good when you go to sell, right? But you want to know about homeowners associations, so make sure you ask your realtor about them and really understand what they are. So if you're thinking about settling here in Sonoma, make sure you contact my team. We get calls and texts and emails from people like you all day long wondering about the details of living here in Sonoma, and we love to share it with you. And don't worry if you're not moving for 6 months to a year. We totally get it. It takes a lot of thinking and planning to kind of figure it out and to make sure you find your favorite house in your favorite neighborhood. So that's what we do. We are here to help you through that whole transition. My information is in the Show More section right below the video. Just scroll down a little bit and you'll see my phone number. And we look forward to seeing you, and the next video is coming up right about there.